If we wanted to do a bearing distance intersection, let's say for example we forgot that X stood for intersection, so we can execute the menu, press enter, gives us a little bit of information, and then we can skip the options until we get to the one we want. So press RS, there's intersection, say 1 for a yes answer, and it brings us to the program. The different options for intersections are then displayed. We can skip that one. There's bearing distance. We can select that one by pressing 1 RS. Point with known bearing first. Let's say we want to solve for this point here from this and that point. So the first one, we could enter a point number if we had one stored, and we don't, for example, so we can skip that option. Enter the coordinates 5030 from our sample, north, east 4980. Press RS. We can store that for later use if we want. We'll say point number 11, press RS. Now the bearing to the intersection, we know that to be the angle, bearing angle we need 840401. These are in degree minute second format always. And accept that. And the quadrant, the southwest, so we will skip the first couple. Southwest, yes, we want that one. Second point, enter the point number. If we had one, we could enter it now. We'll say, for example, we don't have one, so we will skip that. And we can enter the coordinates 5100 for north, east 4980, that's the same, we'll accept that. And we can store that for later use. Let's say we want to store point number 12. Now the distance to the intersection we want is 123.45 feet. Press RS, and it will show us the intersection. And for this particular type of intersection, there are two options. And so, for example, we know this first one matches, but if we didn't know, we could say, okay, that's nice, press RS, store point. We will store that as point number 13. And then option 2 shows us some different coordinates. Okay, we will store that as point number 14, press RS. And then that's the end of the intersection, so if we needed to figure out which one we needed or do some inversing or anything like that, we could do that with our point numbers.